Okay, today I'll be talking to you about setting the scope for your essays, specifically for essays that deal with perhaps your society. That would be Singapore. Okay, so what are some unique characteristics of Singapore that you can mention in setting the scope of an essay? Okay, scope is necessary often in the introduction when you need to set a context. Okay, for the subsequent essay to follow to come along. Okay, otherwise, the context is also important. Sometimes as a justification for certain part of arguments that you are trying to craft. Okay, it is important to make reference to the context, especially if the question has your society in it. Okay, so what are some characteristics of Singapore that we can mention or look at? Okay, one thing perhaps we can talk about the size of Singapore. Okay, how needless to say we are small, alright? And as a result, don't just leave it as small, okay? What happens when we are a small country? There's a tendency for us to not have any natural resources. Okay, something else that we can mention is also that we are a relatively young nation, okay? And as such, perhaps there is, we lack immigrant stock, okay? So therefore, we will need to bring in perhaps certain foreign talents. Okay, another thing we can mention is that we are multiracial or multicultural. Also, we are Asian, often, that means we consist of certain Asian roots, but at the same time we are modern. Because after all, we are influenced largely by the West. You can also say that we are socially conservative, at least the majority of us, okay? Be careful not to generalize. Something else that we can say is also that we tend to have a very global outlook. Okay, so we are after all quite a key player, okay, in the global arena. Something else that we can say is yes, okay, this should not be foreign or new to you. We are fast-paced, okay, things that you often say about Singapore in your application question, alright, and how we are open to new trends, okay. Something else would be, yes, we are facing an increasingly aging population coupled with a growing number of singles, okay? We can say, okay, our government plays an active role in many aspects of the society, okay? So maybe other ways you can go about saying it would be that we are paternalistic, this whole term of nanny state, okay? Other things we can say, we also recently, okay, this is a rising trend, opposition parties are growing, okay, in strength. This is crucial as well, the fact that we are pro-business. Okay, lastly, the fact that we are surrounded by countries that are different. Okay, so don't just stop at raising the context of Singapore. Do try to talk about the implications also of all these contexts. Setting the scope is also obviously necessary, or it can be helpful in your evaluation when it comes to application questions as well, not only for essay. So it will help for you to know Singapore very